Hello and welcome to the Math League Media YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over target number 4 from our 12504 release, which was one of the 2024 to 2025 season's high school releases. Problem number 4 reads 20 liters of red paint and B liters of blue paint are mixed to make 20 plus B perfectly uniform liters of purple paint. Then B liters of the purple paint are mixed with 20 liters of red paint to make 20 plus B perfectly uniform liters of magenta paint. Given that the ratio of red paint to blue paint in the magenta paint is 4:1, B can be expressed in the form m plus root n for positive integers m and n, such that n is not the square of an integer. Compute m plus n. We'll notice that the ratio of, or the fraction of blue paint in the 20 plus B liters of purple paint is going to be B over 20 plus B. And then B liters of that purple paint gets mixed with the 20 liters of red paint to make 20 plus B perfectly uniform liters of magenta paint. So there's going to be B times this fraction liters of blue paint in our new 20 plus B liters of magenta paint. Now this expands to B squared over 20 plus B. And this is the liters of blue paint in the magenta paint. Now, we know that the ratio of red paint to blue paint in the magenta paint is 4:1, which means that the fraction of blue paint in the magenta paint is going to be 1 over 1 plus 4, or 1 over 5. So 1/5 of the total amount, which is 20 plus B. Now all we need to do is solve for B. So cross multiplying, we get 5B squared is equal to 20 plus B squared, which is going to come out to B squared plus 40B plus 400. And then getting everything over on one side, we get 4B squared plus 40B, or minus 40B, my bad, sorry, I did not mean to misspeak. 4B minus 40B minus 400 equals 0. And we can divide both sides of this equation by 4 to get B squared minus 10B minus 10, or minus 100, equals 0. Now, this doesn't factor nicely, so we can go ahead and plug it into the quadratic formula. Remember, the quadratic formula tells us that x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of the quantity b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a, where the coefficient of the squared term is a, the coefficient of the linear term is b, and the constant is c. Now, in this case, a is going to be 1, little b is going to be negative 10, and c is going to be negative 100. So let's go ahead and plug that into the quadratic formula. We get that b is equal to negative little b, which is negative 10, or 10, plus or minus the square root of negative 10 squared, which is 100, minus 4 times 1 times negative 100 over 2. And then we get that 4 times 1 is 4 times negative 100 is negative 400. So our square root comes to the square root of 500 over 2. And 500, that's going to be 100 times 5. So we can turn this into 10 plus or minus 10 root 5 over 2. And then we can cancel this fraction with the factors of 2 in both tens and get 5 on each front. And we get that b equals 5 plus or minus. And remember that we want this in the form of m plus root n. So now that we have 5 root 5, we're going to want to convert that back into just one fraction. 5 squared is just 1, irrational. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. So 5 plus or minus the square root of 125. And notice that if we turn this plus or minus sign into just a minus sign, that we're going to get a negative result for B, and we can't pour a negative amount of paint. So this has to be 5 plus root 125, and 5 plus 125 comes out to 130, which is our answer. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hey, this is Tim. Hope you're enjoying our videos. If so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that sort of thing. But what I'd really want to invite you to do is to send us an email at media@mathleague.org. Tell us which problems you'd like to see us cover next in our video series. Take care and see you in the next video.